Good morning and welcome to another Incredible Group video. This time out I've made the long journey to somewhere special. I'm at the prolific Crete Lakes in northeast France and I'm joined by 6 other people from the Incredible Group. We've unloaded the equipment from the coach and we've just completed the first part of the draw. For those that aren't familiar with the Crete Lake setup, on arrival everyone meets at the clubhouse area, then a bailiff runs through the rules and the first part of the draw is completed. Following this, everyone then has an hour to walk the lakes, decide where they want to fish. So, not wanting to waste any more time, we're going to walk the lakes, get our pegs chosen in part 2 of the draw, then we'll catch back up shortly with an update. See you shortly.
So we've just completed the second part of the draw. Bobby, Yaz, Simon and Ben have gone on to Lake 4. Myself and Gary have gone on Lake 1 and Mark's gone on Lake 3. We're going to let everybody settle down, have a plumb about in the peg, sort the spots out, get a bit of bait out there, and then we'll go around, visit each individual one and show you the pegs, maybe talk through a bit of baiting and tactics. We'll catch you soon.
Well, welcome to peg 28, Crete Lakes, Lake 4. It's a double peg. It's supposed to be one of the good pegs on the complex. That's why we chose it. Tactics wise, I'm thinking about just getting a few bags out and showing fish, just nick a few bites hopefully before everyone else destroys it with the old usual leading and spoiling about.
I've chose the right hand side of the double peg because I had no choice because Bobby nicked the left hand side, but I'm hoping that me chucking out some singles I can catch and snag a couple of fish. And hopefully make some memories together here in this peg.
Yeah, we're definitely buzzing to be here from all the COVID and that. Looking like the trip was going to be a miss, but all came together in the end. We're here with our team. Let's have some laughs, catch some fish, hopefully, yeah, make some memories.
So I'm Simon. Come out in the draw about halfway through, which was quite good. Managed to get myself on Lake 4, peg 30. It's a good peg by all accounts, and having a chat with the bailiffs, the place to be really with baits is on the far margin. So managed to sort my gear out, get a couple of rods out onto the far margin. Just fishing with Ronnie rigs at the moment, and just putting light bait in to start with. Really don't want to kind of go too mad, and we'll just see how that progresses. But yeah, nice peg, really like it. Looking forward to a really good week.
Hi guys, my name's Ben, peg 31, Lake 4. We did the walk round this morning and I saw quite a few fish boshing over here actually. Out to about 90 to 100 yards. Had a lead about, found a bit of a bar to some weed. Got all the rods sorted. 3 Ronnie rigs on my usual super fruits, which what I would use back home. Always does me well, and yeah, it's looking good for it. Hopefully I'll have one of them whackers. If I go away with a 50 by the end of the week, and I'll be made up.
Hi, I'm Mark and you join me on peg 26. So after the group draw this morning, we all had a walk round. We had an hour to walk round and have a look around the lakes. My first choice was lake 4, peg 28 I think it was, which was a double peg. Unfortunately I didn't manage to get them because all the others beat me to it. So my second choice was lake 3, peg 26, and we're on here now. Yeah, and I've got a bit of bait out on the one spot with 2 rods, and then I'm fishing solid bag on the other rod.
Right, we've chose peg 3, lake 1. This lake's got quite a bit of form. Well, this peg's got quite a bit of form. There's a few special fish in here. That's one of the main reasons why we've chose it. We've took a gamble. We know there's chance of a blank, but we hope we're going to come up with some nice fish by the end of the week.
I've decided to go on the left hand side of the swim. Dan's on the right, obviously. Dan very kindly let me pick first, so as I say, I chose the left. I've had a little plumb round, found some nice spots. I've got a bit of a pylon as a marker for my left rod, and pretty much straight out in front of me for the other rods. Fingers crossed we can get something decent to show you. I believe there's meant to be some whackers in here, and that's what we've come on this lake for. We've come to France for some big fish, and fingers crossed that's what we can pull out.
Well, after just putting that one back, this one melted off. He's a right little fat pig.
Well, after a really difficult morning, as you can see, the swans have hammered my spot. I've actually resorted to fishing just one rod with some PVA bags on just off of the spot to try and stop the swans. They've took me out twice already, and it's paid off. Just put a mid 30 back, and I've just been rewarded with this absolute whacker. 55 pounds of absolute brute. Cheers for that. Look. Well, it's day 3. We just had breakfast. Come back, got the rods out on the spot. As you can see, it's still rocking. Fish number 8. It's got potential, this one. 35 pounds 8. And number 9 soaking in the net. Another double bubble. Madness. Well, this is number 9. He's been soaking in the net. He's not happy, but I am. Just over £38. Happy days. That's it.
Good morning and welcome to Crete Lakes peg 28. Just had this lovely start to the day. Nice 3611 mirror. After I got here, started off by slinging out solid bags and got amongst the fish quite early with a minimal disturbance, landing 7 fish. Had a bit of a struggle the last couple of days due to probably my own angling pressure, but it's come good again with this chunky but angry mirror. Beautiful example of a Crete Lakes Lake 4 mirror. Hopefully the start of a few more to come now. Well, here we are, finally a better fish. After struggling with a lot of the smaller fish. Fish number 15, 44.6. Finally, something a bit bigger. After a bit pest control for the last couple of days. But this is another lively one. This is the 4th bite of the morning. And so far, biggest. If I can get my finger. Another great example of a Crete Lakes mirror. Buzzing with this one, it says, much bigger. Weirdly enough, I thought it was quite a small fish when I brought it in, not much of a fight. Came in quite easy. But yeah, definitely happy with this one. It's got some roll rubbing marks, it's been on the weed. I like to get in the snags and have a good forage around.
What to do? Could somebody come and take me away? I've been in the deep without you, and I got it in my head night and day. But we are one step closer. We're all in this together. Put your hand in mine. Yeah, we are one step closer. Can you feel it, baby? It's the end of the line. It looks like we made it. Let's get it on, we got it going, moving on the world. It looks like we made it. Let's get it on, we got it going, stay strong. It looks like
Well, there she is. Fish number 13. A lovely little common. Come on, you little rascal. Look at that. It's a little beauty. Right. I think we'll slip about before I get drowned. Or maybe not.
Well, it's been a bit quiet on the left hand side. Peg 3, Lake 1. Whilst my man Dan on the right hand side has been hammering them through the night, I've been struggling a little bit. But did manage one a little bit earlier. And then I've just managed this absolute weapon. He's just shy of the 60-pound mark. He's actually got a little cut off his tail, so he's probably quite easily identifiable. He's got great big apple slices on top of his flank here, and he's an absolute brute. And I'm expecting him to do that multiple times. So let's have another go. We can do this all day, lad. happy? Okay, so new PB, 59 and a quarter, absolutely buzzing. Honest. Woo!
Stop, man. He's not happy. I knew he was going to beat me up when I got him on the bank. Oh, so when I spoke to you before with that 29 pounder this morning, I've had another one since then, 35 pound, and then about an hour ago this one graced my net at 46.4. I'm not sure if he's going to behave or not, but we'll give it a go. Again on the sweet cream, fished on a Ronnie rig, out to the far margin. That's fish number 13 for me. I miscounted earlier, I thought it was 9, but it wasn't. So yeah, unlucky for some, but lucky for me this one. Let's see if we can get him up and have a look. He's trying. These are the fish we come to France for. Absolute unit. Oh. Happy days. It was about time we popped him back because he's not happy. He needs to go back. One last look.
So we're joined back with me on peg 28 on Lake 4. It's been a slow 32 hours, only having a small 20 pounder, and now I've just been graced with this one in my net, but anything is welcome. Small little beauty. Hopefully it's one of many more.
Oh. Welcome back to my swim. This is fish number 15 now, and it's a bit of a rarity actually because this is a common. Don't see many of them in this lake, so this one is a nice one as well. It's gone 36.4. We'll see if he's going to behave, see if he's better behaved than his mirror friends, and see if we can get him up for some pics. What an absolute minter. Hard fighting common. Still not happy. Same tactics as before. Ronnie rig, fishing with the sweet cream, pop up, over to the far margin, tight to the bank, and it's working a treat at the moment. Long may that continue for the rest of the week.
So I've spent 2 nights down on Lake 3. I haven't had any bites or nothing, and this morning at breakfast I came into peg 32, had a look around, seen a few fish boshing, and then I've had a solid bag in an hour and a half. We've got one in the net. Behave. There we go. 39 pounds. Wow. Happy days. Back again, lake 4, peg 32, fish number 2. On the solid bags again. See if this one behaves. There we go. There we go. Solid bags doing it again. And a white trap pop up this time. Happy days. So that's the end of my stalking session in peg 32. I wanted to come down here to try and bag a couple of fish, which I've done in 2 or 3 hours. So I'm going to pack all my gear up now. I'm going to go back over to Lake 3. I've got some big decisions to make, whether I sit in that peg and wait for the bigger fish to come along, or I'll pack up and move on. So yeah, we'll have to see what happens.
Well, this is the result of a double take. Got my lovely assistant holding the other one.
The pretty one.
Not the biggest in the lake by any measure, but nice to get a couple of bites and a few runs. And yeah, hopefully try and have a few more fish.
A new place, a new home, for a while, let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back, take my time, just enjoy the ride. A new man passing by, life is good.
Well, this is the second one. After that moment of chaos.
Get me up,
This one's just gone 40 pounds. 4 ounces. How about that?
Oh, I feel.
There was a third, unfortunately, but I lost it.
As I reach out to the sky, I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. Cause I found my way.
Good morning, we are on peg 28, Lake 4. It's 9 o'clock, just before breakfast. I've currently had 3 fish so far. This is the biggest one gracing my net, a 47-pound one. I've recently had 2 smaller, one around 24 pound and the other gracing my net at 37 pound. But this one is the biggest so far. Happy days. Catching this one on the pink trap wafters with the new tomahawks and de-rigger liners.
Nice and nice. Get that mat out of the way.
After catching up with me yesterday afternoon after having that mid-20, it's been a quiet night on peg 28 with Bobby. So today, this morning, I decided that I would go fish the corner pegs. So I've decided to start with peg 32 because it's quiet down in that area. I think the fish might be held up in there. I spent 2 hours slinging out solid bags just to hope I could snag a couple. Where was I? After just losing that one on camera, totally gutted. I was saying I was down in peg 32, stalking for a couple of hours. It was calm, I didn't see any fish, so I opted out to move to peg 27. I've been here half an hour or so after just losing that one. I'm going to stick out for another hour, see how I get on. And if not, I'll return back to peg 28, ready for the night, get everything ready, and hopefully I can catch a 50 just to annoy Bobby.
Get in there.
So you would have seen I've just had a mirror in the net. I've just had to let that one go because my right hand rod has just screamed off, leaving me with this 3313 common. So after an hour being in here, I've caught this one. I'll head back to peg 28 after dinner and get ready for the night.
Yes, is that a PB common?
One more. Give you 84.
Finish him out.
You are the beast.
Well, have a look at that. Just got about to go into the night on day 3. I think that's now fish number 13. Fish keep coming. Rocks there, the spot is still rocking. Buzzing. Another pig. Absolute unit. Well, we're just about to go into the night on day 4. I've kept the bait going in, the spot's still rocking, and every time I ring the dinner bell, the fish keep coming. Another double take. I've lost count of how many double takes I've had now. I've even had a few triple takes, and this is fish number 23, and she's just gone £38. There's a little fatty. Absolute powerhouse. I'll slip this one back. I'll show you now. Well, just slip that one back. And this is the second one from the double take. A little bit smaller, low 30 this one. But they're all welcome. Especially when they look like that. Happy days, magic.
Alright, so it's Thursday evening, we're just going into the last full day, and this is my 20th fish of the trip, and he's gone £49, just under the 50, so still time for one of them hopefully. But today is my wedding anniversary, so my lovely wife let me come to France for a week fishing, which was really nice. So I'm going to dedicate this one to her, and I'm going to name this one the anniversary fish, if I'm allowed to do that. So let's have a look and see what we can get him. Oh, get him on camera. Let's have a look. Oh, steady fella. There we go. £49 solid French mirror carp. Happy days.
We've had to reel the rods in this morning for breakfast. Just come back, got the rods out, the right hand rod's just absolutely ripped off. Using my normal super fruits on a Ronnie this time, about 100 yards, and this absolute warrior has battered me all over. Check that out, 57.5 pounds of sheer muscle. Absolute beast. And that is where I come to Crete Lakes.
Blessings falling on me. I got weapons, need no army. Stat like Tetris, you don't know me. Stat my fatty, you don't know me. Okay, hey now, it's a new kid on the playground. So many bags on me, you would've thought I was a spray ground. Now they know I don't play around. I can hear what you're saying now. I just doubled up my flight miles. Coast to coast, no they ain't in town. I get rich, watch, then I get a sick watch. Watch me hit the top, I might make a TikTok. Left hand, right hand. Catch the latest trend, I might double up my net worth. I've been going up now, see the top going down. If you didn't know now, know you know now. That's cause he could go on top, you not really top. You keep saying top, well I guess you let the top down. I've been going up now, see the top going down. If you didn't
Well, this is the second one. After that moment of chaos, this one's just gone £40. 4 ounces. How about that? There was a third unfortunately, but I lost it.
I get fly, you be crutching on designer that ain't fly. And then loud, scoop the cat or something fast when I slide. Burning rubber, they gon' tax me for the tires, it's alright. On my lonely, I just start up that new iron and I ride. Yeah, this is not a trend. Tattoos on my skin, I'm my daddy's twin. I'm a businessman, just like Jigga said. Pennies to it. I've been going up now, see the top going down. You didn't know now, know you know now.
I was contemplating moving this morning, but I think after having this, I don't think I'm going to bother now. Definitely going to stay. There she is. A white ID3 pop-up on a Ronnie rig. Doing the job.
See me before, that last one? When we deducted the sling, it came in at 58 in the end, not 59. And we've been down for dinner and to do our COVID tests online. All sorted there, everyone's negative, so that was a result. And talking of results, I've just put my first rod out and put 5 spoms over the top. And while sorting the second rod out, I had the smallest of takes. We thought it was a tench. There certainly ain't no tench. We've got him in the pen. What a lifesaver these pens are. How about that? Fourth 50 of the trip. Showed him play nice shortly.
Well, I thought I'd run through the rig that's been catching me the majority of the fish this week, and I'll show you how to tie my version of the spinner rig. So, take your fluorocarbon material, get a crimp, thread that onto the fluorocarbon. I then like to get rid of our spin swivels and just cut the ring off because I don't feel you need it, because you've got enough movement in the hook section with the loop I'm going to tie. So just cut that off. Do away with that. Thread it on the swivel end. Put the tag end back through. I like to leave quite a big loop in this end. Since we've cut that ring swivel off, this is where my movement comes from on here. Make sure it's nice and central in the crimp tool. You should feel a little click not too well because you overexert the crimp and then it loses its breaking strain. Give yourself plenty of excess, just trim that off. Get yourself another crimp, thread that on, through the ring swivel and the smaller ring, put your tag end back through. This side only needs a small loop because obviously you haven't got to allow for the movement of the hook, so just a small loop this side just to allow a bit of freedom running down the leader. Again, in the crimp tool, make sure it's central, both that little click. Trim off your tag ends. Some people blob these down, I don't feel the need to. With the material, you don't need to steam it, you can just pull it straight. So you get yourself some puller tools, put it in there, give it a pull. You don't have to pull too hard. Again, a bit of a wiggle seems to help straighten it all out. And that's basically the boom section complete. And I'll show you the rest of the rig. Take one of our tomahawk hooks, slide on black kicker. I don't trim any off mine, I don't feel the need to. Slide that down there, micro ring swivel, and then followed by a hook bead. Just be careful when you do this because these hooks are sharp. Like so. Get your floss. Thread that through the micro ring swivel. I like to tie a knot just to secure it onto that swivel first. So, get one of your chosen pop-ups. This has been doing some damage for me this week. Thread that onto your baiting needle. Then onto the floss. I like to double mine over just to give a few more strands. I find it's a bit more secure. Trim the tags at both ends. Then rub down with a lighter. Me personally love this rig because you can get baits ready on your hooks and have them literally waiting in your pot, so when you come in you can just literally change your hook and your bait at the same time. All that's left to do is just to clip this onto the spinner swivel, thread your kicker up over, and it creates, with these tomahawk hooks, are very aggressive. And that's my version of the spinner rig. Plenty of movement there in the bait. As I said, and that resets itself perfectly every time.
So just on the last morning now, just had a nice last breakfast and put the rod out straight away, pretty much within 10 minutes. This one's ramped off at 39.8. It's my 22nd fish of the trip. Biggest ones I've had, 2 49 pounders, and hopefully, fingers crossed, on the last day, last night, I can maybe break that 50. But whatever happens, it's been an amazing trip. Absolutely made up with this one. Very happy indeed. Let's get this one up and have a look, shall we? Sweet Queen pop up again, same tactics as before. Fished on a Ronnie. They're on the spot, it's rocking. 24 hours to go. Happy days.
That's just slapped me in the head. And if she behaves, 37, 14. There we go. Happy days.
Well, how good has Crete Lakes been to us? Gaz has had 5 50s on peg 3 fishing to the left. None of them scrapers, all above 55. Topping out at just over 58. We've had 31 fish altogether. That's up to our last night because we're away early in the morning. Let's give Bobby a little call. Alright mate, how's it going?
Oh hello, how are you? Actually, speaking to you.
Are you sitting down?
Yeah.
Make sure you sat down. Is Gaz there?
Yeah.
Put him on loudspeaker. One day mate, you might, fish on Big Boys Lake.
I said after England hard fishing, France holiday fishing.
Get away holiday fishing in France.
How big do you think it was?
It's hard to tell with these, because they all look big, don't they?
Yeah. What was it on?
Bombay.
Yeah, what rod? Middle, right, left?
Left-hand rod.
Is
The
that...
big fish rod.
That's my big rod, that.
That's the big rod, Gaz said.
Don't get none of them in that nursery lake.
And you lost it? What are you doing? Did you have flippers on your hands or something?
Anyway, mate, I'm going to leave you to your bream and tench.
Thank you.
I've got some big fish to catch here.
I'd laugh if you caught now like a 4-pound roach. just for a karma, big old roach on the old specirod. Alright.
Good luck, mate.
And you.
Get more than this plenty tonight.
Bye. Bye.
Well, that just about wraps up an epic week down at Crete Lakes. It's been absolutely fantastic. I've managed 35 fish, but unfortunately we've got to be off very early doors, so that means this will be the last fish for me. And it is actually probably the smallest fish of the trip, but it doesn't matter.
Ben, roll the rod.
Tench.
Another little one.
Yeah.
Yep. Terry!
Terry the Tench, all that for Terry the Tench.
Well, I'm back after I was rudely interrupted by a tench. Let's have a look at this little one. Probably the smallest fish I've had, but I've had fish up to 58 pounds, so it matters not. What an epic week.
Merci beaucoup. Happy days.
Well, we've just had our last supper. It's Friday night, or Friday evening, and we're leaving magical Crete Lakes tomorrow bright and early. We have to have all rods in by 6:30 in the morning and all packed up ready for the truck to come and collect our gear. Just as we were doing a bit of filming, as luck would have it, The left rod has streamed off. Fingers crossed, it's the 70 pounder that we're looking for. If there's one bit of advice I can give to anyone who watches the video, and plenty of mosquito spray, because those little biters are absolutely ruthless.
That you're doing fine cause you
get him back.
I don't wanna break your little bubble, but you gotta wake up to reality. Cause
well, this is probably what's going to be the final fish of the session. The 40-pound grass carp.
What are you going to catch, Bobby?
A cold, probably.
So tell me what went wrong when you were fishing the nursery pool.
The bream went wrong.
Would you have picked this peg again?
No. I wouldn't pick this lake again, really.
No?
No.
Is that it now? Lake 4, you're done with it?
Done with it.
Finished, complete?
Finito!
I'm very surprised you actually went with Lake 4, mate.
Oh, I am now. We're at the end of the week.
Now you've thought about it. I thought you'd have been thinking. But this is what we come for, the big girls.
We've only, what is it, half an hour? Is it? No, an hour to decide. You've got a choice, have you, really?
So, some parting words.
We picked wrong. That's it.
Yeah, so tell me about it.
Well, it's been a good trip. It's been a fun trip. Didn't get amongst any of the big ones. Only having the 340s, but we caught plenty of fish. Had a lot of laughs.
Would you have chose this lake again?
No, definitely not. My intentions were to catch a few fish and move on, but in my holiday sort of mode, to be honest, I got lazy and just stayed put. Really, I should have been on my toes a bit more and possibly moved around some of the other lakes, but in hindsight it's easy to say that after you've done it. But
what lake do you think you will try and shout will you take on next time?
One, because it was one I was going to do this time.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And we've seen it can produce numbers of fish as well as big fish.
Yeah.
Although your session was probably not a usual session for there.
Yeah.
It can be done. But no, as I said, it's still fun to catch fish, isn't it, no matter what size they are.
And what about that Yaz? She done well?
Yeah, she's done well, yeah. She's always improving. And as I said, a rarity for us to fish together in the same peg, as I can normally fish polar opposite sides of a lake. So it's been quite nice to go back to the roots, as it were, and fish together.
Yeah.
Have a bit of a laugh, catch some fish, get some good photography done as usual.
So the end of a great week here at Crete Lakes, and between all of us, 133 fish. We won't count the bream of the tench, but some absolute crackers coming out as well. Some PBs broken, lots of buckets going over everyone. the kind of week you go for. So absolutely perfect. Couldn't have asked for a better week.
Dan finished last night with a 40-pound grass carp. Very welcome. Bit of a beast on the mat.
Well, in the net.
A little fight up the net. And maybe next time Bobby's going to join us on the Big Boys Lake.
Maybe.
Yeah, instead of fishing stock ponds. How many bream did you have, Bobby?
10.
How many tench?
4. And 26 carp though, so it wasn't too bad.
Good.
How many did you end up with in the end, Ben?
35.
35?
Yep.
And you ran out of biscuits?
Yep.
You're going to give us a little insight on that?
So I ran out of bait on the last day, so I started crumbing up some biscuits in PVA bags, and actually had 2 fish on it. So.